Welcome back to the Huddle podcast.
Let's get it started. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Merry Christmas. We're saying it again.
Heck yeah.
Do you want to just rip right into it?
Yeah, we have so much to talk about. I think we just gotta go.
Yeah. Playoff implications. I'll let you take the floor and talk about your game first. We'll touch on only a few of the games from last week. I'll let you have your glory.
All right. Well, I don't know if it's glory because I almost had a heart attack 4 times during that game. Like, holy shit. Like, it's the most Bengals game I've ever watched. From
This year's Bengals.
I mean, we went for it twice on 4th down in the red zone. Didn't get it. I think if you're down, I understand. It was 3-0. Get 6 points. Go up. Easy. Another point is Joe Burrow is unreal. He just carries that team. I feel I was legit pleading when every time they went up on us, or when Bo Nix threw that touchdown to Mims with 8 seconds to go.
Yeah,
I just started apologizing to my television. I was like, I'm so sorry, Burrow. We were wasting you because what the fuck are we doing? Double covered and we let them score a tutty. Unreal. And then obviously to top that off, the 33-yard doink to win the game.
Okay. Can I chime in on that?
Yes, of course.
And I'm blurry as fuck. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. Did you hear in the broadcast what it picked up?
Yes.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You have one job.
One job. Bro, that's what I'm
I'm
screaming the same thing at my TV. Oh my God.
Yeah. And not to mention, like, he's lucky he's at home, so he doesn't have to hop on a plane with these guys.
Yeah.
He should be bullied by the offensive line in the shower.
Oh, there's no way he's on a team next year. He's a backup kicker, and you know what? I was watching it, and I was thinking, okay, we're going for it on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 3, I think, and I'm thinking we should run the ball one more time and get a little closer because kickers have just been off.
Expect that, yeah.
I understand.
I'm distracted.
I understand not running the ball again. In case there's a bad snap, you get to redo it, get the kick again, no problem.
Yeah.
But 33 yards is such a makeable kick.
I'm going to lose my mind. I'm fuzzy. I'm sorry. I'm interrupting you. I'm going to lose my mind. I feel like the offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we won.
I'll just be blurry.
We won. That's what matters. We won. And playoff hopes are still alive.
For now.
We need 2 losses and a win, but playoff hopes are there.
Is it too bright in here? I don't get it.
Yeah, the thing is your camera's not focusing on anything. Oh,
there
shit.
we go. Thank you. Run the damn ball, Rick.
Yeah, I get it. I get the excuse if we have a bad snap, but like, I don't know, 3 yards, you might even get a 1st down there.
Yeah, and the other thing for that kicker, he had no chance at redemption. They were not kicking that field goal,
which I fucking love, bro. I love that they didn't give him a second chance because normally I'm like, you should give a kicker the redemption kick and let them redeem themselves and feel good. No, not this. Not York, bro. Off the team. See you. Bye-bye. Get out of here.
I think if you were going into playoffs, you guys had a locked up spot, and you're going to need your kicker, you do it? Not there. But he sold. And I don't know. We can both sit here and be like, I could make that cook. I couldn't. But I'm not paid $1 million to make that kick. If I was paid $1 million, I don't know what it is with kickers too. Like, you'd think that there'd be 30 guys, or you'd think there'd be 100 guys in the in the world that can hit a field goal from, what was it, 45?
33.
For my sake, let's go 45.
Yeah.
Automatically.
You know what else pisses me off is the week before he tied the record, our team record, with Evan McPherson for a 59-yard kick. And then he doinks a 33?
What's wrong with McPherson, by the way?
I think it's groin. I think he has a groin problem.
Yeah. Speaking of Bengals, you guys are in the playoff hunt.
Yes.
They moved you to Saturday night, correct?
Yes.
Against
the Steelers.
Perfect. So you get the Steelers in Pittsburgh?
Cincinnati this time.
Wow. Okay. So it's in Cincy.
I think I'm right.
They put it before the Broncos and before the Dolphins game.
Yeah.
Whoever decided that,
genius.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now we have a meaningful Saturday night game.
Yeah.
The other thing, everyone's talking about the Bengals. Bengals. Oh my God, I hope the Bengals get in.
Oh, it is in Pittsburgh. My bad.
Okay, it's in Pittsburgh. Whatever. It'll still be a great game.
Yeah.
If the Dolphins win and the Broncos lose, the Dolphins are in, no matter what.
Yeah.
So could you, like, we don't get rookie quarterback Bo Nix, and we don't get Joe Burrow, who is having an MVP season. I'll say it. He's having an MVP season.
If I have to watch Tua and the worst Tyreek we've ever seen
go into the cold. The cold.
God. It'd be so boring. It's so boring.
As a Buffalo fan, I could see us losing this just because it's a division, and the odds of you beating a team 3 times in the same year are
slim. But like, what's the record against you at home? 0-7 since Tua or something like that.
They're like 1-14 in the last whatever years. They're awful against us.
Yeah, and
we own them,
especially in Buffalo.
We're undefeated at home.
Yeah, I mean they can't play in the cold.
Recent years. Yeah,
they're like 1-11 over the past few years in anywhere that's I think 45 and under, or maybe it was 50 and under, Fahrenheit. So
yeah, they're awful. I mean, and they're. I don't even think Tua's playing. I think it came out today. Tua's is unlikely to play.
Yes. Okay. I saw the same thing. So if Huntley's there, they're going somewhere cold. They're playing the Jets, in MetLife.
Division opponent. They got embarrassed by us.
Yeah. There's a good chance they lose that game, especially with Huntley being out, and I think Waddle's out still. Or sorry, Tua out, and I think Waddle's out still.
Yeah, Waddle was out last week.
I mean, I can't believe I'm cheering for the Jets right now.
Yeah,
but that's where we're at.
The other thing too is like the Chiefs are. Everyone's saying the Chiefs are going to lose this game on purpose. I don't see them losing the game on purpose.
No,
I think they're going to pull all their. They're going to play Mahomes the first half, the first quarter.
Yeah,
because that's a long time off if they don't play, and I hope they don't, for the Bills' sake.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I mean, this is a Carson Wentz game, if I've ever seen one that does not matter, and there's no risk for it. I feel like he can ball. I'm sure their defense will still play a lot of their starters, but
you're not going to get Chris Jones.
No. I think that's going to be a good game, though. I think it's going to be close.
I hope it is. And the other thing, too, you got to think about is who are teams you don't want in the playoffs right now? Like, even if they aren't playoff contenders, who do you don't want in? I would much rather play the Steelers.
Yeah.
I would much rather over Cincy, I'm talking. I would much rather play the Broncos. They're on a losing streak. Who else in that division would you rather play? Like
you said, the Dolphins.
The Texans are on a losing streak.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, I think there's not many real contenders, and I wouldn't even say we're a real contender. I think we might be able to win a playoff game, but even going on a 3-game win with that defense, it seems impossible.
I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, though. Like, it as a Buffalo fan, both our defenses are bad.
Yeah.
If we get into a shootout against Joe Burrow, it might not end well for Buffalo.
Yeah, I think
it'll be great for our podcast if we play each other.
That's true. It will be nice. It'd be funny. But yeah, I think it's like I think it's open. I think we can make it. The NFL I think would want us or the Broncos in. There's no way they want the Dolphins in.
No,
that's boring television.
No, I agree.
At least the Broncos have Bo Nix and they're building something. They have a big fan base. Obviously, our offense is electric to watch, so that's entertaining.
Yeah. Can I read you what the playoff picture is right now?
Yeah.
KC, obviously, everyone knows first. They got first place. We would be playing the Broncos. I think the Bills win that. The Harbaugh brothers rematch. So Ravens, Chargers. That could be a fun game.
That could go either way.
The Texans and the Steelers. And the Steelers are in Texans or in Houston.
Yeah.
Who do you got in that game?
See, I neither one of those teams I think can win anything past that game. I'd take the Steelers though.
I would too.
The Texans, I mean, they're hurt. Like they're missing 2 receivers, but they just Mixon can't run the ball against good defenses. He can't run it. He didn't do it against the Chiefs. He's not gonna be able to do it against the Steelers. Yeah, I have the Steelers there. The Texans are just slow right now. CJ Stroud, I don't know if you've seen the stat, but since he little boyed Caleb Williams, he's thrown 15 tutties and like 9 picks, and Caleb Williams is like 17 tutties and 2 picks or something.
Yeah. The other thing I will say about CJ Stroud is the comparison on who they're playing this year versus last year. They're playing much better teams this year. And they're going to win the division, so they're going to have a tough schedule next year. And if everyone in that division didn't suck ass, like who? It's Titans, Texans, Colts. Who's the fourth?
Jags.
Stinkers.
Yeah.
All piss poor organizations. I have a rant about the Colts later on in the episode.
The only team there that can really turn things around next year, I think. I mean, the Colts are all, like still on that like middle ground run. I think the Jags can turn their season around enough to be contenders to make playoffs.
Yeah.
They had no T-Law this year. Their defense is okay. It's not great.
Yep. Would you disagree with me in saying T-Law is by far the best QB in that division?
I mean, by far, I don't know. I'd take him over CJ, I think.
CJ only has 1 year, though, and they beat the Browns.
Yeah. I don't think either one of them are close to top 5.
No, me neither. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, well, sorry. The only reason I say that is because I see so many people say CJ Stroud is top 5, like not top 5, but like close, like 7, 8, and
He might not even be top 5 in that conference. Patty, Lamar, our 2 boys.
Yeah.
And then Herbert. Yep. You can go T-Law there too.
You could go
let's
T-Law.
Not count him. So that's 5.
I mean, I'll take 2 over him right now.
Yeah.
Off talent, I'll take Tua over CJ Stroud. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously there's the risk of Tua getting another concussion, but without injury, I'm taking Tua. I know it's hard for you to say that because the Dolphins, but
no, it's not even that. It's just he's like never amounted to anything.
I feel bad for Tua this year because I feel like their playbook since he got hurt coming back has been checkdowns constantly. There's no deep shots to Tyreek. There's no deep shots to Waddle. It's been super boring football for him.
Look at their competition last year, though. Again, like they didn't play good teams.
Yeah,
and
I mean they played 11 games against teams that were under 500 last year.
They only beat bad teams, and then they lost to the Cowboys, who only beat bad teams.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sold on them. And I guess I'll wrap up the playoff picture with right now it's Lions at 1. That game's going to be spectacular. We'll talk about it. I think we should talk about it after
Yes, I
our
agree.
picks.
That's probably the best regular season game I've been alive for.
It's going to be so good. And the fact that it's happening in the last week. Oh.
The football doesn't get better than that.
Yeah. So Lions are in the 1 seed right now. Eagles, Packers, great game. Gonna be, if it's not a Monday night game, it's got to be in the 4 p.m. slot because it's that good.
Yeah.
Rams, Commanders.
Hey, that's big for playoffs though. That Rams need the win to secure the division.
If you're a Commanders fan too, like that's got to be good. I'm happy for them.
Well, think about this too. So with the Packers losing the other day and the Commanders winning, they're above the Packers now. So as long as they win in the
I didn't even realize.
If they win that game, they don't have to play the Eagles. The Packers do.
Wow.
That's huge. That game, like losing against the Vikings, was big.
If you're a Commanders fan, who do you like more? The Eagles, because they might get the Gyps playing a division opponent, or the Rams?
I mean, you have to pick the Rams because that game was so close the other day with Washington and the Eagles, but they had Kenny Pickett for 3 quarters.
You're right. Bucks, Vikings could be the Lions if the Lions lose next week. I like the Bucks. I like Gardner. They're missing what's his name? Godwin.
Yeah.
I think any other matchup for them, if they got the Commanders, even if they got the Packers, I think they would have a real shot. It's just they're not beating the Lions. They're not beating the Vikings.
I don't think so either. And I know they beat them earlier in the year. They beat the Lions and the Eagles, but that was a fully healthy Bucks team. And I mean, those games too, like when 2 teams are that good, the ball just has to go your way.
And the start of the year is a lot different than the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Baker's so much fun to watch though.
I love Baker. Yep.
I'm so happy he's not in our division so I can root for him.
Did you see the Cleveland radio host?
No.
Oh, you didn't see that?
No.
I wish I had the clip loaded. Some fan called in, and I'm assuming it's either a Bucks fan or just a Browns hater, called in, and he read a stat line, and it was Baker's, I think, QBR rating versus Deshaun Watson's.
Oh, my God.
You motherfucker. I'm not doing this. I won't. I'm not doing. He's losing his mind. It was pure comedy.
I don't know what Cleveland does next year because you can't bring Deshaun back. He's
we'll
terrible.
talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. I say we wrap up. We'll talk more playoff pictures next week because we'll know.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into the New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, let's do the New Year's resolutions. I'm down.
Alrighty, so we're gonna do the New Year's resolutions of every team in the NFL.
Here we go.
Should we go bottom to top or top to bottom?
Whatever you want. I have it written down on a list here in alphabetical, but if you want to go, well, it's not even. But if you want to, whatever you want.
All right, I think we should go from bottom to top.
Okay. Well, do you want to get rid of the top ones first, actually, because the bottom ones are going to be more
fun. Okay, yeah, I'm down for that too.
You read me the list, and I'll follow after you.
All right, let me go. All right, there we go. So now it's good quality, but here we go. So like we were saying, New Year's resolutions. Kansas City. Yeah, I think theirs is clear. I think it's the 3-peat. Show that they're a real dynasty. Mahomes, I think, becomes close to a top 5 quarterback. Top 5 if he pulls off a 3-peat. No one's done it.
I'd agree. I went more towards next year with all of mine.
Okay.
I agree with the three-peat. I put develop wide receiver talent. Xavier Worthy's not there yet.
Your boy might be cooked next year and get arrested.
Yeah. Rashid Rice going to court.
And I had draft a future tight end.
Yeah, Kelsey's. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy when Kelsey leaves that team. He's got 2 years left.
Yeah,
on his contract, I believe.
If they three-peat, does he do the Peyton Manning? No one's talked about this, by the way.
I know no one does. Yeah, I think he's just so good, and I mean, this year he's having a down year, but I think the team as a whole is not scoring like they used to, so his numbers just don't look good.
It's just tough to say a down year when they're the best team.
I know.
And I hate the Chiefs, but I can't. We got to be somewhat honest on here.
Yeah. When I say down year, they're having a down year offensively by like scoring.
Yep.
And I think that's why his numbers aren't as good. I can't see him retiring.
Okay. I felt like he would.
Really? Propose to Taylor Swift and
3 Super Bowls in a row. How many does he have? 4?
3. He has 3.
If let's say they win.
Okay, yeah, that'd be 4. Yeah.
I'm saying he retires if they win. He's 4 Super Bowls. Arguably top 3 tight end.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, top 3.
Possibly
1.
He's married or dating Taylor Swift, the most famous girl ever.
Yeah.
Him and his brother are more famous than football, and they have a #1 podcast.
Yeah, he doesn't have much to keep playing for at all,
and he doesn't have CTE, man. The tight end role is not the quarterback role.
Yeah.
So, and then my last thing on here is they don't need help. Fuck them.
I like that. Let's go with that, actually.
Yeah.
Fuck KC.
Do you want to go Lions next?
Yeah, Lions next.
Okay. Can I lead this one?
We'll
go back and forth.
Yeah.
All capitals. Stay healthy.
Yep.
They don't need fuck all.
I have the same thing.
Improve through draft. Extend Zay ?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I completely agree. If they stay healthy, that's the best team in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. And okay, sorry. One last thing. I heard from my coworker today. I don't know how true it is. Micah Parsons is going to be a free agent.
If you can get Micah Parsons, I will shit my dick.
I can honestly, I can see Micah going to the Bills, to be honest.
If you can get Micah Parsons, I will sell my penis.
Sorry for the vulgar language. That and like, imagine you have Zay and you have Hutch, and you're like, oh my god, Hutch is coming off. Thank you. Who's coming in?
Micah Parsons?
Yeah, I don't know if that team can't afford it.
No, whatever. That's just
yeah.
Everyone's gonna talk whatever.
I mean, I do agree the fact that Micah wants out of Dallas. He wants to go to a team that can win. You can tell.
Contender.
Yeah. I mean, he loves Joe Burrow, but we're not gonna pay him. We're not paying that type of money.
I feel bad for you, my friend.
I mean, I love Micah, but I would rather keep T and Chase.
Imagine you get my boy Myles Garrett.
That'd be.
We'll stick to the Bengals after.
Yes.
Go full bore on this because I'm too much of a Detroit homer to have that much of a.
I mean, what I have written down here too is injuries. As long as, dude, they stay healthy, that team rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And they played all good teams this year. They're gonna have to do it again next year, most likely, if they beat the Vikings.
Arguably low-key best division in football if Ben Johnson goes to the Bears too.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just stay healthy is really their New Year's resolution.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I think we both agree they don't need much.
No.
Would it technically be Minnesota? Because the game
Yeah.
hasn't happened?
Yeah, Minnesota.
Okay. I'll let you start this one.
Well, I have two thoughts for Minnesota. One is pay Sam Darnold. I think.
Okay.
You have to pay Sam.
Yep.
14-2 is ridiculous to not pay a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants $50 million, give him $50 million.
Mm-hmm.
And if you trade JJ, get rid of him. You don't need him. Don't even sit him behind your quarterback. Unless you want to back up to be JJ. But Sam is 28, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And if he plays like this for the next 4 years, what more do you need? What more do you need?
I said tag Darnold. Tag him. You run what is it? $4 million they'd pay? They have an extra something like that. Yeah. He's on like $1 million deal.
Yeah,
he's on a prove it deal.
The tag would be it's top 10, average of the top 10, the highest paid.
Is that what it is?
I believe so. Or maybe it's top 20, highest paid.
You're still paying cheaper because
yes, you would still pay cheaper. It'd probably be about 40, low 40s.
So I would tag him. I would see what you got with him and give McCarthy a full year to he did this with Kirk.
Yeah.
He's a great coach, Kevin O'Connell.
He's the quarterback whisperer.
I don't know if it's fully Sam, and it's bullshit for me to say that. It's bullshit, and Minnesota fans can drag me all they want. I wouldn't blame you, but I don't know if you can fully say Sam Darnold's the guy unless he does it somewhere else. And I know he's with the Jets, but that's my opinion. Sewer me. Interior pass rush.
Yes.
I would upgrade on that. That would be my draft key for them. And then overall this year, I'm just very impressed with them. I didn't think they were going to be a good team.
No.
I don't think anyone thought that it was them, the Bills, who were the most slept on good teams this year. And that doesn't normally happen. So I'm a fan, and I hate that the Vikings are good because Adam's a douchebag. Love you, Adam.
Well, speaking of the devil, we got the Bills next.
Just go, because.
Okay. I'll keep this nice, short and sweet. I mean, the Bills have their guy. They have Josh Allen. I think once you have your quarterback, a team feels semi-comfortable. Like even being 8-8 right now, I still feel comfortable because I know Joe Burrow's leading the team. Develop your receivers. Find out who's the number one guy that he can throw the ball to consistently 10 times a game and make him happy. And then defense. You have to bulk up pass rush. Von Bell's old. Or not Von Bell. Von Miller. He's old.
Had a sack. Agreed, though.
It is time to find someone that can get after the quarterback and keep your team winning games by 25 like the Bills do. In that Rams game, there's no reason you guys getting pieced like that. There isn't. Their offense is good, but it's not that good.
We're filming really late here, so I'm going to be quiet. Fix the defense, Sean McDermott, you Nimrod.
Fix it, please. I beg of you. You're supposed to be the defensive guru. I'm shaking through my boots every game. I don't know if we're going to get 50 hung on us or 2. Pick one. And lately it's been 50. I wrote, fix the defense in my shitty writing. Fix it. I'm tired of it. And if they don't make it to the Super Bowl this year, fire McDermott. I said it last year to fire him. Fire McDermott. I don't care. It's not him. It's Josh Allen.
It is Josh Allen, but McDermott does enough every year to not get fired. He makes
It's
it to it just I don't know how the NFL works. McCarthy's not going to get fired.
I don't want to talk. We'll get to them.
Yeah.
Fuck. Re-sign Cooper. Everyone, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could get him for cheap. I don't think there's that big of. They've done a really good job of hiding him, and he hasn't done much. And then I had them signing Jordan Fuller, a safety. I think that'd be a good signing. And then obviously we have to draft all defense. We have Coleman's gotten better. We have Kincaid, who's better. I don't know if Knox is up for a contract here, but if he is and we can get him for cheap, I'd love that. We have Shakir, who's a dog. And if we get Amari Cooper again, even if it's for 2 years, I would love it. Brandon Bean's a dog. That's it. We can start ripping through a couple of these here.
Yeah.
I think would the next best team be the Eagles?
The Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right, you take the lead on this one.
Let me find them. Eagles, O-line, tight end, edge rusher. That's areas where they should hit. Eagles are a class act. Well, their organization is a very good organization at staying good. I said don't lose to Green Bay. That's it. Like don't lose to Green Bay.
Yeah, I put stop shooting yourself in the foot. I feel like I mean, looking at these teams, before the Lions got hurt, I think they were the best team. Now that the Lions are hurt, I think the Eagles are the most complete team, offense and defensive wise. And there was just the locker room controversy. Their goddamn Sirianni's always yelling at people like, just fucking win and be happy that you're winning.
Yeah, Eagles fans are.
Yeah, that's also fix your fans too. Yeah, fix your fans.
Maybe make Big Dom your head coach next year.
Possibly.
Locker room guy, Dan Campbell-esque. Fuck the Eagles. Let's move on.
We got Baltimore. I actually don't know with Baltimore. I'm not gonna lie. They're so confusing to me because Lamar's good. Derrick Henry, keep him. The defense, they obviously have to fix their defensive backs. I think is their biggest resolution is upgrading back there.
Yep.
But I mean, the team's good.
Yeah, I had them drafting a CB and edge rusher. I think cornerback would be huge for them.
Yeah.
And then I had them extending O-line Patrick McCarry. I think that would be their O-line is everything. It goes O-line, Derrick Henry.
Oh shit.
Lamar. That's what I got.
I do agree with the O-line completely because I don't know where I saw it, but it was Lamar's having a historic year, and you don't even notice because he gets to sit back there and do whatever he wants for 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Whether that be run the ball or throw it. So yes, no, I agree. Keep your O-line where it is. I think that team is better in my head than they actually are on paper.
It's the in division thing for you, man.
It is. Because really they're kind of right there with the Steelers, which should not be the case.
They have a better quarterback, better running back, better O-line.
Yeah. The receivers are close.
Do they have a better defense?
No, that's the Steelers definitely have a better defense.
Do they have better tight ends?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Zay and Pickens are pretty close to each other.
Yeah, and I mean, why did it not work with Deontay Johnson? Because Lamar doesn't throw the ball.
Yeah.
But whatever. We're not here to rag on the Ravens.
I am.
What's the next team here? What do we got?
We got the Washington Commanders.
Commies.
I mean, I put keep doing what you're doing, because there's no way this team was supposed to be 11-5 at this point, and they are. Tight end is needed. Zach Ertz is getting old. He did just have a phenomenal game, but I put tight end, and then I mean just buff all around your team. Like see who, like filter who's good and who's not, because this is a rebuilding year, and they're 11-5.
Agreed. Sorry. I had get a defensive tackle in the draft, improve the D. I'm sure Commanders fans would agree with both of those things. I love Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Get a new wide receiver. If you can get Devontae Adams, and I think the Commanders was one of the places you wanted to go to, correct?
Yep, I believe so.
I would love that move. But also, I think a younger wide receiver to go under Scary Terry and kind of do what Coleman's doing with
just take the pressure off.
The Bills, no pressure. I mean, look at what it did to Quentin Johnson, the pressure.
Yeah.
The Chargers wide receiver. The guy can't even pick up a ball without dropping it.
Yeah, it's
whatever. Who we got next?
Green Bay. This is about to be a hot ass take, and it might be a clip. So let me say this, okay? Green Bay's resolution is to find out if Jordan Love is worth $55 million a year.
Okay.
Because I don't think he is. And I like Jordan Love. I was a Jordan Love promoter. And this year, I feel like when a game is in his hands, when it comes down to Jordan Love time to pass the ball and show what he's made of, he throws a pick. What do you got? The other thing I have written down is trade Alexander while he's worth money.
Where the fuck did it go? My gosh, I had it here. I didn't write. Did I not write one? I'm sorry. I thought I had it loaded. Packers.
I also love Josh Jacobs. The guy's carrying that team right now.
Whoa, did I not write?
And the defense looks good. But I just don't know if Jordan Love's the guy.
There we go. Yeah. I wrote trade bumfuck idiot stupid bitch on the defense. I wrote get a veteran CB because these guys are all fucking clowns. I wrote team is still young. Whatever.
It is the youngest team in the league.
And that's my only compliment to them. And then off themselves, I don't know. Like fuck them. No offense. They're boring. They suck. And they couldn't beat a team in the Vikings that all for how many years? For 20 years, this team has been dragging its nutsack. We're the fucking best. Go Pack, go. Cheese graters. Fuck you. You're boring. And if you guys didn't have two back-to-back good quarterbacks, no one would ever talk about you. You'd be the Panthers organization, for goodness sake. You're boring. Fuck you. Hope they beat the Eagles.
We got we got the Rams.
Ooh. Rams. Okay. CB, linebacker, tight end. All needs.
Yes.
Trade Cooper Kupp.
I have that as well.
He's useless.
I literally have here, if Cooper Kupp isn't your number one, trade the fucker, because he deserves to be.
Yeah.
My other note is start paying attention to quarterback position, because Stafford is old. He's good. I love Stafford. I think he might even be top 10.
Yep.
But he's old. And it's time to prepare to not have Matthew Stafford.
Can I rip off that with the cranium 3 quarterbacks who they should look at?
Let's hear it.
That are still in the league. I would look at Zach Wilson.
Yep.
The Jets have Geno and Sam Darnold now both found better places in the Seahawks and Minnesota, who are very good organizations. More so the Seahawks, but still, I think I consider Minnesota above the average organization. Yes. The other thing, or the other quarterback is Justin Fields. How many games did he win this year? Like 4 or 5?
I think he won 4 of 5.
He was a winning quarterback. I get that was a good team, but look at what Russ has done in the past 3-4 weeks.
I mean, he won more games last year on that shitty Chicago team than Chicago's won this year.
Yep, and the last one I would look at, and this is on the older side, is Kirk O'Chains.
Yeah.
He's got no place to go.
I think the money with Kirk is just so much.
No, $1 million. He's getting cut.
Yeah, well, they still owe him. He has, I think, 130 guaranteed to him.
Yeah, that's fine. It's going on them.
Oh yeah, if it's going that way, then for sure. If
that's the way Falcons, I see it, they have no use for him.
The Falcons are paying.
They have no use for him. That's it. Let's start to ramp up here because these are going to get longer and longer as we go on.
Agreed. Okay, we have the Steelers.
Okay, this one's fun. You want me to go first?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Wide receiver. I like
Kenny.
More hood rat version of Waymo, Jameson Williams, but the Steelers, like, they get the most out of these guys and then they move on. Let's move on early. Pickens is bound to crash out.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I like Pickens, but he just seems frustrated all the time.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I had a couple more. What are you doing with Russ? What are you doing with Fields? Make a decision. You're going to have to pay both of them if you want to keep both. I think you make one decision, and you kind of laid all your eggs in the basket with Russ.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah, I have pick a quarterback as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I hate the Steelers. I really don't want them to do well, and I don't care what their resolution is.
It's like the Packers. Who do we got next here?
We got the Chargers next.
Ooh, you take this one.
All right. Well, first, the Chargers have Lad McConkey, which is awesome because when we originally came up with this idea, I was thinking receiver, but I think they do have their guy.
Yep.
Offensive line looks good. They have Justin Herbert. I would add running back you need. And
agreed.
Build on a defense. I think they have a team around them, and they have the coach now. They're in a position that they can do better next year.
Yep, agreed. I didn't have one written down for them. I had a song written down for them instead. So I don't sing, but we'll give this a shot. For the record, their owner's name I don't know how to say. Harbaugh, take the wheel. Take it from Spanos's hands. 'Cause you can do this on your own. It's John Harbaugh. He's a dog. Let's go.
Yes, sir. All right, next we have the Houston Texans.
Oh my God! Draft a wide receiver, improve D. Diggs ?
Yeah, Tank Dell might be done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's gonna be
here for the year.
Yeah, I feel so bad because Tank looks so good. I don't know because I feel like they buffed their team this year and they're doing worse. Their defensive line got better. Their secondary was good last year. It's okay this year. CJ just has to play better.
Who was their running back last year? Singletary?
Yes.
And is Mixon better than Singletary?
Yes.
Who was their third wide receiver? Can you even name him?
Noah Brown.
And is
I think.
Stephon Diggs better?
Yes.
And is their competition better?
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
I mean, what, like, everything got better and their competition got better. So maybe we should stop sniffing the farts of these teams who play poopy teams and start looking at the teams who consistently play good teams. I hate the Chiefs. The Chiefs always play good teams. I'm a Bills meat rider. The Bills always play good teams. I don't like the Ravens. The Ravens always play good teams. I don't like the Steelers. The Steelers always play good teams because of their division. The Bengals, like it or not, most of the time play good teams. The Lions this year played all good teams. They won. Philly, I hate them. Always play good teams. Good teams who consistently beat other good teams are actually good. Not people who go down to the third grade level. Like that's like me playing against a bunch of 5-year-olds. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's not much to say about this team because I don't understand them. I just have CJ Stroud's got to play better.
Yeah, and I hope he does next year because I don't hate him, and I like how he drags Micah Parsons on every podcast. Next team, who do we got?
We got the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Boy. Let me see.
I'll
You
leave
got this one?
Yeah. So they paid Baker.
Mm-hmm.
They paid Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky Irving. They hit in the draft with him. Their O-line, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense as a whole is pretty good.
Yep.
Their secondary is good. They have to beef up their defensive line, I think, coming up in this draft. But other than that, like this team, when healthy, is a good team.
Agreed. They beat the Lions this year.
Yeah. Stay healthy and beat the easy teams.
They've definitely can beat 4 of them.
Yeah.
I had drafted a wide receiver. Their wide receivers are getting a little bit older. I love Mike Evans, but you don't know. And then a wide receiver always coming off an injury is scary. I put stay healthy, and then I put just keep making good moves. I think they make good moves. I think Cade Otton will maybe be unlocked next year as like a top 8 tight end.
Yeah.
I think that Bucky Irvin, like you said, is a dog. I like this team, and I like that they're doing it with Baker Mayfield because Cleveland doesn't deserve a quarterback of Baker Mayfield's caliber.
Agreed, bro. All right, next we have the Denver Broncos.
These are going to get more and more interesting. Maybe not this one, but
all I have for the Denver Broncos is build around Bo Nix.
okay.
I think they have an excellent starting base. Like this is Sean Payton's first real year having what he wants as a team.
Mm-hmm.
Cortland Sutton could use a little help. Mims might turn to a star. He looked fucking good against us.
Yeah.
But I really do think like their running back situation, I believe they're splitting backs.
Yep.
So they could probably use a running back. Their defense, unreal. They have the best corner in the game. So, yeah, I think they just build around Bo Nix and win a playoff game is their upcoming goal.
Yep. I had running back. I could not name their running backs. Can you?
No, I think one's McClellan. I don't know the other.
Couldn't name them. So get a running back. I put beat the Chiefs.
Yes.
Beat the Chiefs.
I like that.
And then I put Sell Wilson because I think this year with Sam Darnold really popping off, a lot of teams are going to look at the way the Jets have drafted quarterbacks, and was he a 1?
He was a 1. No, second overall to
Okay.
T-Law.
Okay. I mean, there's no. I mean, I don't think they get much for him, but I could. Not a team like the Jets, obviously, but like a team where you don't know, and they like a team like the
Rams, dude.
the
Sit behind Stafford.
Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look what they did with Baker off 2 days. Or a team like the Raiders who shoot themselves in the foot every year and win games they should have lost to keep the number 1 draft pick.
Yeah.
Teams like that. What's a 4th rounder at that point, right? Like, or even a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, that's probably what it would be. Is a 6 or a 7.
6 or a 7. What's a 6 or a 7 for a quarterback who
plays better really than Aaron Rodgers?
Had a better record, tell you that. Who do we got next here?
We have the Seahawks.
Oh, Lord.
I have one simple line written down here, and it is figure out what the fuck your team is, good or dog shit, because you play like one every week. It's not You're never down the middle. It's you either look good, your defense looks good, Gino's throwing the ball good, or Gino's throwing 2 picks and your defense is giving up 30 points. Pick one. Go get a first round pick, go get an early first round pick, or fuck off, because I don't know what this team is.
TANK, and it doesn't end with Dell. Tank, you bums. You suck. Start Sam Howell. Let's see what he's got. Why not? I mean, I don't know if it's the coach. I don't know what it is. You could maybe blame James or Gino. What are we doing? Like where do you have them in their own division? Like who are you highest on in their division for next year, and who are you lowest on? I would say you were probably lowest on the Seahawks. I know the Cardinals are a disappointment. I'm more and I hate to say that when I love most of the guys on their team. I draft them in fantasy, but they disappoint me every year. Kenneth Walker, I don't even know if can stay healthy.
Yeah. And they have Charbonnet. He's a good running back.
So are they going to split back next year?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I agree, bro. Pick one. Be a consistently good team or tank. Get a quarterback, a new, fresh wheels. This coach is not the coach. I don't think he's the coach.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
He's the youngest coach in the league.
And they had a good enough roster to where when a coach comes in, you wouldn't be like, oh, give him a couple years to figure it out. Like, they're a good enough roster where it's playoff or bust for them.
I agree, because especially with San Fran out of the way, this division is wide open, or it should have been.
Yep.
And now it's
the Rams. That's it.
It's the Rams.
Who do we got next?
We have the Dolphins. This is going to be a fun one.
Sad Dolphins fans.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, find a new head coach. He stinks. You guys all know. Dolphins fans have been texting me. He's a nerd. He's not good. Go get a backup QB. Go get Kirk. Go get Justin Fields. Go get Gardner Minshew. Go get anyone, because your quarterback can't stay healthy. Said that like a 5-year-old. Get a tight end too. That's it. I mean, Tyreek, maybe stop having kids. That'd be nice. Whatever.
I have replaced the entire offensive roster with Tyreek Hill's children. They might all be fast. No, but serious, like, I think it's time to blow this team up.
Yep,
You're not
I
winning
agree.
against good teams. You're not winning in the cold. Get a new coach. You keep Tua. You keep Achane. I get rid of Tyreek.
I don't even know if you keep Tua.
I keep Waddle. Yeah, Tua's also an if. There's other teams. If teams are high bidders on him, go get a draft pick.
The Patriots would love to sell their soul to Tua and then him retire. They would love it.
Oh, I agree. Also, like McDaniels, I thought was so cool coming into this coaching job. I thought he was so smart. He really was. He was showing his offensive ability using Tyreek Hill, Waddle, Mozart at the time. Like it was such a fun offense to watch, and this year has just been a tank. Like it's checkdowns, it's across the middle 5 yards. It's terrible play. It's boring. It's boring football, and you were not hired to do boring football. You have people that can make plays. Go make plays.
They went from one of the most fun teams to watch in the NFL to the most boring watch ever.
Yeah. Fix your shit next
Blow
year.
it
That's
up.
your resolution.
Blow it up.
We have the Atlanta Falcons.
That might have been one of the first teams I wrote down. It was the second one. You want it or me?
You take this one.
All right, I'll lay my meat out first. Cut Kirk. Fuck. Penix. Let's do it. Play Penix. They need an edge rusher. They need a defensive tackle. And they need linebackers. They're a mess. I kind of feel bad for Kirk because he's such a good guy. And I don't know if you watched the game last week, but he was like coaching up Penix after he threw a pick. Kirk is such a good guy. They're just one of those franchises who like they're going to have like 2 good years in a row and you're going to go, whoa, this team's scary. And then
fall off the wagon.
Yeah. And then I also they need to unlock we need to stop sitting here every year and drafting Kyle Pitts.
Oh my God. That's my rating.
And going, oh, Kirko Chains is going to unlock Kyle Pitts. He never had a quarterback before. No, we're all stupid. You can't have that many quarterbacks and then every year get drafted top 3 tight end. He's useless. He's not useless, but he's not what everyone thought he would be. That's my rant.
I mean, you touched on exactly what I was going to say. I do have get as much as you can for Kirk, and then right after is Aiden. Please do not fucking draft Kyle Pitts next year. You always do this. So I agree. I'm not drafting him, and I'm going to in a league, at least one.
Yeah,
but
enough time will pass where you'll forget about this.
Yes, 100%. I'll be like, oh, Penix?
Ooh.
Okay.
And he's got a cool, or not Penix, Pitts. But like even his last name's cool, and you're like, ooh, tight end. Oh,
but his ceiling's so high.
Ooh, fucking Kelsey just went. Oh, if this is the year I'm gonna be a genius, and you're never a genius, you're just a sad idiot who went 8-6 and lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep,
I do it every year. Who do you got next?
We have the Bengals.
Uh-oh.
You go first because I have a rant for this one.
Yeah. Sign T now. Pay him. Also, refer back to Bills. In case you forget, Bills was me screaming to fix the defense like a toddler.
Yes.
I also put Joe Burrow is sneaky MVP, and anyone who says he's not is a liar.
Okay. I have pay T. Higgins like you should have this year.
Mm-hmm.
Pay Jamar like you should have this year. Mm-hmm. You just like the thing is T now is worth low 30s. He did come out and say he might be willing to take a pay cut for the team to stay with Cincinnati and Joe, which is huge. But he wanted a 3-year, $70 million deal last year. Michael, that's what Michael Pittman's getting.
Yeah.
Let me my bad.
You're good. Let me cut in here for a second and also say this conversation might be a little bit different when he's away for the team for 2 months.
Agreed.
Of him pay cut. Go ahead.
You should have paid both these guys when you could have given them less money. You should have paid Jamar $36 million a year, made him the highest paid. He would have been happy. Now he's worth more. He's having the best season of his career. He's going to win the Triple Crown.
Yeah, he's a dog.
He could win. It's going to be between him and Barkley for Offensive Player of the Year.
Him, Barkley, and Jefferson.
Yeah. T, how did you not pay him? I love T. Higgins. He's just a stand-up guy. He goes out there, he takes the pressure off Jamar, and he balls out all the time. And then, you need to help Trey on defense, on the defensive line. Our defensive line's dog shit. Don't ever sign fucking 35-year-old safeties ever again. We have 2 of them. Geno Stone and fucking Von Bell. They're 95 years old. They don't want to run on the field. Don't sign them. What are we doing? Fucking replace Lou. He doesn't know what he's doing on defense anymore. He uses the same scheme for the last 3 years. Fucking you're out of there. Next, Zach Taylor.
Yeah.
If we start 0-3 again next season, I'm finding the highest bridge with no water underneath it.
Right next to Paycourt.
Oh my god.
I had fire him too, but I wanted you to have the glory because you deserve it.
Oh,
sack that son of a bitch.
It just hurts. It hurts having this many good players on a team and you can't figure your shit out. And then before the trade deadline, you don't go fucking sign anybody? Okay, I'm done. Fix your shit, Zach Taylor. Fix your shit.
He sniffs his own farts. Yeah, he sniffs his own farts.
Also, if you want to give me free tickets, though, like, you're the GOAT. Okay.
Who do we got next?
We have, this one's fun, too. We have the Cowboys.
It's Cow Farm. Gonna be cows outside. Where do I have my Cowboys? My favorite team in the league. Where are you, Cowboys?
I'm going to start this off.
There they are.
Without the resolution. I'm going to say what they did wrong this year. They made Dak the highest paid quarterback in the league.
Agreed.
Mistake.
What 2024 Cowboys, what are you guys going to do?
If I were the 2024 Cowboys?
No. You didn't see that? 2024 Cowboys, what are you guys going to do? Win the Super Bowl? That's what Dak said.
Oh, my God.
I'll let you go on a rant. Let me have a little sniff of some fucking smelling salts.
Okay. Don't pay Dak. You paid Dak. It's too late. Pay CD. You paid CD. Good job. Mike is going to want to leave. He's going to be gone. Your defense is falling apart. Your offense is not that good. You have no running back. Your offensive line is getting old and weak. This team is in complete rebuild mode, and they spent way too much money on a quarterback. They also have a terrible head coach, and might keep his job this year, which is insane.
Yeah.
Also, though, it's the Cowboys, and they deserve all of this.
Yep. Am I good to go?
That's all you, brother.
Okay, so ideal situation, and this is like the Cowboys fans, like what they dream about at night. Okay, Mike McCarthy dies of a heart attack on the last game of the year. Jerry Jones dies choking on a chicken wing bone in the owner's box at the end of the year. Micah Parsons poops his pants at the end of the game and is so embarrassed that he signs for minimum wage. Somehow they draft Ashton Genty and they get Frank Ragnow from the Lions and actually build an O-line for Ashton Genty. That's what I got. Fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah, that team's in shambles.
Also, Jared, if you want to pick me up in your private jet, I don't have as big of meat as you were talking on Jamie Foxx's Instagram Live, but
I do have one more very important point for the Cowboys. This is probably actually the real resolution: is install curtains in your stadium.
Oh,
it blinds your players. Bad idea.
Cook. And
Or
by the way, Jerry, get
build
off
your
your
stadium the other way.
Yeah, they can't do that now, but get off your high horse, bro. Those
Oh.
Eagles fans last week, I hate Eagles fans.
Yeah,
Sweet revenge for them, bro. I loved that clip of them harassing Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. We love you. Eagles Nation loves you. Good for them.
Oh.
You know that guy cooked on the job site too.
Oh yeah.
Was the guy who said that.
Anyways, who do we got next?
We have the Colts.
Wow, we're still not at the Cardinals?
That's the next team.
Okay. Let me go quick because I don't really have one. I put apologize to Pat McAfee. Apologize to him. The only reason why he says shit like that is because he cares about the fucking team. The guy moved his entire production team to Indy. He lives in Indy. He's a season ticket holder. Not anymore. The guy is the only reason why the Colts are ever relevant. And apologize to the sheriff. I don't give a shit. You look at the way Peyton Manning goes to Broncos games versus the way he goes to Colts games. It's night and day. The guy is so involved with. He lives in Denver.
Yeah.
He doesn't live in Indy, and he spent most of his time there. Your franchise is garbage if you don't treat your old. Like, look at the way the Lions treat Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson. Both those guys laid it on the line for the team. They never had a good team. And what do? They retire their jerseys. They build statues outside. I know Pat McAfee's a punter, but my goodness, he's the best brand promoter for you guys I think you have.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Not where I thought that was going, but yes.
It was just in the news, and I don't have any bother for this franchise after what they did.
Before I say the resolution, I do want to point out that Anthony Richardson currently has the worst completion percentage through any season ever in the NFL, beating out Tim Tebow currently.
Yeah.
Awesome. Keep that record. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are you doing at quarterback next year? AR again? He's not the guy.
You do AR and you Kirk Cousins again. Like this has been a safety blanket through this whole thing. But
that's the first place I can see Kirk going because they do that with old quarterbacks. They took Phillip Rivers, they took Matt Ryan, they'll take Kirk. I like that.
And I didn't write anything for them other than that rant, but your head coach stinks. Your culture stinks. You have a quarterback going, get me out of here, save me. You ever seen Tom Brady do that? Name the 25 best quarterbacks in the league. You ever see them do that? They never go timeout, let me out.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I don't know. Do you have anything else or you?
No, I don't care about the Colts, and I don't think they really care about anything either. So,
yeah, let's not waste our time. We got Arizona next, I believe.
We have Arizona, yes.
Okay. $95 million in cap space. DJ Reader will be a free agent. Sign him. Need a defensive tackle, need a cornerback, and need an edge rusher next year. Stop melting down at the end of the year is also a thing. We're just shredding these teams at this point now. It's gotten to shred territory. There's no glaze.
No, these teams are bad.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they're boring. They're boring. Have you ever thought about the Cardinals? Like, have you ever woken up and you're playing the Cardinals and gone, geez, I'm nervous about this game?
No, the Cardinals are they're that team who's just good enough to possibly win that don't win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Kyler Murray's the guy. And
Agreed.
I like Kyler. I think I like Kyler because of fantasy, but he is so. He has one game a year where you're like, oh my God, there's no one in the NFL that can throw the ball and run the ball like that, including Lamar. He runs almost as good as Lamar, and he throws the ball better. And then the next game, you're like, oh, that's the real Kyler Murray. He can't yos the ball to Marvin Harrison and win the game. He can't. Use Marvin Harrison. He's amazing. At least he was in college, and right now they're making him look like he's not. Is like where's that problem lie?
I have a sneaky theory. Is he too short to hit tight ends? And he's not. I'm fucking the same height as him, maybe an inch or two taller. What is he, 5'9"?
I think so.
But is he too short to hit tight ends in those small gaps?
Trey McBride has the most receptions on that team.
Not in touchdown territory. He doesn't have a touchdown.
No, not at all.
I'm saying in those close, tight-knit throws, is it too close to hit Trey McBride? This is an ape-brain thought.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just so disappointing because I feel like he's good. He's good, and then he's not good. I don't get it.
Call of Duty comes out.
Yeah.
Funny joke. Original.
But yeah, no, build your defense, build the offensive line a little bit more. You have Trey McBride, you have James Conner, and you have Marvin Harrison Jr. There's no reason a quarterback should not be able to succeed with three weapons like that.
Yep.
At least better than they have been. I mean, they went on a sneaky little run this year, and then they dropped the ball when it mattered.
Agreed.
All right.
Who do we got next?
San Fran. I think this one's obvious.
Yeah.
It's be healthy.
Okay. A little bit different.
Don't let Kyle Shanahan kill any more running backs. It's the place they all go to die. And Debo is not the number one anymore.
Okay. Let me jump in. Get a running back. What are they on their fourth string?
Yeah.
Get a running back. I'm sorry. Get one. Defensive tackle. Get one. Pay the man. He deserves it. I hate saying that because he didn't look great without Christian McCaffrey, Debo being a top 5 receiver or top 10 receiver. Ayuk out. George Kittle's. He's going to do what he's got to do.
But now
I think you still have to pay Brock, though.
I agree. Well, he went from having everything to having nothing, and he still keeps it close-ish. Like he kept up with the Lions for a bit.
Yeah, agreed. Prediction: sell Debo week 6 next year. He'll be more healthy. Sell him. That's all I got for them. They're just a disappointment. I'm sure 49ers fans are disappointed.
Yeah. Next, we have the Saints.
Oh, God. Boring team again.
Derek Carr is going to be back. He's not the answer. Chris Olave is constantly getting hurt now, and I feel bad because he's been throwing suicide balls. That defense is washed. It's old. It's good players are traded away. Matthews is not the guy anymore like he was in KC. That team is in rebuild stage and is
with
probably
no money.
Yeah, no money.
With no money.
That team is going to be bad for the next 5-6 years probably.
New coach, QB, DT, CB, offensive tackle, tank for fuck's sakes, and offload, sell. Sell the house. Get anything you can for anyone you're paying and offload everything. You're in a bad division. and you could be the punching bag for 2 years. Just be the punching bag.
What's crazy is they won their first 2 games, scoring 91 points. Top 3 most points scored through 2 games ever.
They have Kamara, they have Olave, they have and it sucks to say tank and sell, but tank and sell. Like,
yeah,
you don't have the most important position.
If you can get something good for Kamara, now's the time to do it.
I would. You're gonna have to pay Olave money, so I don't know. Who do we got next? Let's move on. They're depressing. These teams are depressing.
This is where it gets sad. We have the Jets. Oh, that smile. Okay, let me go first because that smile is evil. I mean, Rodgers, not the guy. It's time to move on. Get him out. The defense, you have to bring back Salah. He made the defense good. Your defense is ass now. Fix your defense. Go.
Where's Sauce Gardner? I can't find him. He's gone, Jets Nation. He's gone.
Aaron Rodgers is old as fuck. I mean, I hate to punching bag a legend because he's a legend. Not in I can't even say not in a green uniform. Not in a uniform that starts with JETS, Jets. You guys suck. Your franchise suck. Your best fan sucks. Fireman Ed is a fucking tool. You're a loser. He's bitching online about not being put on the scoreboard. Shut up. It's not about you. You guys sit in New York and you get the most primetime games, and every year it's boring. You produce boring football, Jets Nation. Let me spank you one time more. You guys suck. Your fan base is ass. And all you do is bitch and moan. Boo-hoo, you stink. The Lions have stunk for fucking their whole lives. They've stunk. You guys stink. You guys go out. I saw a video at the beginning of the year of a Jets fan crying, Aaron Rodgers, thank you. Please win us a Super Bowl. Where's that fan now? Probably wearing a Bills uniform, you pussies. Sorry, Mom, and whoever's watching. Get a tight end. Conklin stinks. Trade Devontae. He stinks. Sell the team. The owner stinks.
Idiot.
And his son's an idiot. He's 17, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. You want to know the real 17 in the division? It's a jersey I'm wearing, not your fucking kid's age, who's sitting there dragging on Jerry Jeudy, who's a stud. Fuck you, Jets Nation. Never mind. Apologies, Jets Nation. You guys have been beaten enough. I shouldn't go after the attacked. Fuck the ownership.
Yeah, get new owners. Go out and try to get a guy like Sam Darnold. I think would be good for that.
What about a guy like Zach Wilson or Geno Smith?
Oh, that team is so bad.
Yeah, you guys stink. And
we do have to point out though, at the start of the year, in September, Marsh and I both came to the conclusion. Well, all this talk about the Jets being a playoff team, finally being a contender, they're going to go to the Super Bowl. They were top 6 for Super Bowl favorites. Marsh and I sat down and collectively agreed this team is still going to be ass.
Thank you. Yep, we did. I wish we were recording back then.
I know. Because we've been saying this.
And anyone who's saying, like, we'll pick up the pieces and be better this year, you're delusional. This team is not good, guys. It's not good, and it starts at their quarterback and their coach and their owners and I rag on their fan base, but I genuinely do feel bad for them because it's sad. And it's sadder than the Bears. It's sadder than the Giants. It's the saddest. It might be the saddest team in sports history. And they won't be better next year. They won't be. Aaron Rodgers didn't throw a single touchdown last week. Their backup did. They
You
walked
too.
out to Gangster's Paradise, and who do you have in the background? Mr. MVP laughing at them. You're getting laughed at by division rivals. You guys are sad. Sell the team. It's over. No more 17-year-olds to save a team. Jerry Jeudy doesn't have a high enough Madden rating. Give away Brees Hall. I'll never draft another Jets player in fantasy football. And if I do, mark my words, if I draft another Jets player in a serious league, you get to dump ice water on my head. Okay?
Okay. You have it here. You have it here. No Garrett Wilson next year.
Or Brees Hall. Or
Yeah,
Devontae Adams.
What a bust.
Sauce Gardner, change your name. Sauce is too cool of a name.
It's back to Ahmed Gardner from now on.
Never mind.
All right. We have the Raiders.
Ooh, fun. Said no one ever about this team.
This is the first bad team that I don't think I'm gonna really rag on because their team is just bad. Like it's built terribly.
Mm-hmm.
The coach, like I think everyone's just in a bad position here. Don't stop winning games when you shouldn't. They went out and won last week. They shouldn't have. They now have the 8th pick instead of the 3rd. Terrible performance. They need a quarterback. They need defensive line. They need receiver. They have tight end. So congrats. They need running back. And they need secondary. And a new head coach.
I had QB, wide receiver, running back, cornerback, offensive tackle. Rename the team. I tried to make a joke about them renaming it like the Las Vegas Bowers or the Las Vegas Crosbys because that's the only highlights on this team. Those two guys are elite dogs, and they're going to be wasted by this franchise. It sucks. Maybe Tom Brady can turn it around. He's a fucking owner.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Another team, too, that moved to Vegas and will never have a true
home game
because, they're playing in Vegas? The Bengals are playing in Vegas? Let's go to Vegas for the weekend.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Boring again. You just feel bad for two guys on that team, and that's it.
Yeah, I know. Crosby's so good, and obviously Bowers is good, but he's there, and he endures it, and he, embraces
Raiders.
He embraces the team.
He's him, and I don't know enough about Bowers, but him, he embraces what the Raiders used to be.
Yeah.
So.
He's like Damian Lillard when he was on Portland for the last fucking 11 years.
Yeah. Sucks.
All right. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Everything. Young wide receiver, tight end, new coach, healthy QB.
Yeah, I just have head coach and offensive line to keep T-Law healthy.
One that I didn't write down is don't play 2 games in New England or England. Don't.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
It's boring.
I don't want to get up at 8:30 to watch that.
And I don't like that they get one of them as a away team technically.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't have it. You can take the wheel on this because they're just another sad organization that I don't care enough about.
Yeah, the Jags did well last year until we beat them with our backup quarterback, and they collapsed after that.
T-Law wasn't healthy.
T-Law's numbers aren't impressive when he's healthy. It's not that impressive. but he does have Brian Thomas now. Kirk is okay. Evan Ingram is getting old, but he's still good. They need to buff the offensive line, and they need to find a head coach because they have not hit on a head coach. That's all I really got to say. I don't hate this team at all. I kind of like Jacksonville. They look cool. Their colors. I don't know.
The best thing that's happened to Jacksonville is that kid got his head stuck in the mascot. That's about it.
All right,
Who
moving
do we
on.
got?
The Chicago Bears.
Okay, I'll be quick. Sell the team. That's it.
Yeah, find an owner that likes football.
Or likes sports or likes being a man.
Yeah. Just likes winning. Anything to improve this team. This team shoots itself in the face every year. This is by far the best roster this team has had, and they've lost 10
and a rookie
straight.
Quarterback has walked into.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Bears fans at this point. It's just sad. I don't have anything. It's.
I do want to shout out Keenan Allen. I love Keenan Allen. Leave this team. Go back to the Chargers, like you said you might.
You should.
And help Herbert because he deserves it. And that's all I got.
DJ Moore leave too.
Yeah, honestly.
Look at Montgomery.
Who we got next? We have the Panthers.
Okay, good. You go first because I'm gonna piss you off.
Okay. Well, for the Panthers, I pretty much just have buff offensive line and draft any defensive position because your defense is the worst in the league. And I think they should keep Bryce Young for another year. Try. Your team's bad. You might as well try. There's not a great quarterbacks in this draft. Try with Bryce Young. He's showing some flair.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
The same things except for one thing. Do anything you can to get T. Higgins. Do whatever you can to get T. Higgins. Go get T. Higgins. It will make Bryce Young better. Please go get him. I like the Bengals more than them. But if I'm being honest, would you not say T gets a shot to be the number one? Ayuk's under contract, so he can't go there. The only other player I can think that's in a number two position who could be a number one is Waddle, and I think he's locked up as well.
Yeah.
So if you can go get T. Higgins, and amongst the other things that Aiden said, that would have your franchise going up instead of down.
Oh, poor Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have Cleveland.
Sign Kirk, left tackle, wide receiver. Go get Kirk, have a QB battle. There's already been rumors about that. I've said Kirk multiple times for multiple teams. Maybe he gets paid more. Deshaun is not him. They're going to suck for a little bit. And also, I feel bad for Chubb. It's probably over.
Yeah. I put trade Myles Garrett, get what you can.
Yep.
Keep Deshaun Watson and play exactly how you did this season. Fuck you, Browns.
Yep. That's about as much as you can expect from a Bengals fan. Do we only have one team left?
We got three. We have the Titans next.
Okay. If you are a person who lives in Nashville and you're thinking of going to a Titans game, don't go out to the bars instead. There's way better entertainment. Get a QB. Justin Fields, maybe that was my option for them because I think they need a younger one. They're still rebuilding.
Yeah.
Do they have Ridley still on their team? I don't know. They have Ridley. They have Pollard. Spears is hurt, I believe.
I forget their tight end's name. So it's weird, but he is good.
Is that the
Yeah.
Wonka?
Yeah.
Willy Wonka?
The only resolution I have is Shadur or Cameron Ward ? They're in the third spot to pick. I mean, this year they're going to draft a quarterback because New England doesn't need one. I don't know if either one of those guys are the guys, but it's the year to draft another quarterback.
Yeah, you have to. Or you just don't and you go get Justin Fields.
I like that too. I think Justin Fields is probably better than both these guys, but we'll see.
Yep, we got one more before the Patriots. Who would that be?
No, the Patriots are next. They have the number 2 pick.
I thought they had no number 1 pick.
No, somehow the Giants still hold that. I think that.
No, they won. That's off. The Patriots have the 1 pick.
Okay, so the Giants. We have the Giants then.
QB, and I don't know. They stink. Tank for Manning. Don't go for a QB this year. I think go for Archie.
That'd be sick. I mean, I'm sure they'll draft Shadur this year. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I'm sure they'll draft Shadur still, unless someone trades up to the 1 spot. Offensive line, Shadur.
I put everything, by the way, but just everything.
They kind of need everything.
Fire their GM.
I think they're good at running back. I like Tyrone Tracy, and you have a number 1 guy with league neighbors.
Oh yeah, that's the shining light.
Yeah.
Why did I just lose this?
And then New England, who
interesting spot for them.
I think New England's going to do better next year, for sure. I don't know what they do with this pick. I trade it away because you need a receiver.
So who did we say was the third there? The Raiders?
Tennessee is the third.
Tennessee. So trade the 1 pick for Tennessee's 1 pick right now. And we're not at the end of the season yet, but so this all could move. But trade the 1 pick for Tennessee's pick. Then there's 2 quarterbacks going, and you get Travis Hunter.
I like that.
Plus a pick. And that fills your wide receiver spot. And they also need help on defense, so that helps you out on defense as well if you want to use him as a defense. He's a utility piece. He's a Swiss Army knife. Go get a running back and draft the rest offensive line to help.
Drink me.
Oh.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Sweet. I hope you enjoyed the New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, that was long as fuck. I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
All right, let's take a break.
And good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you want to rapid fire the next bit?
How many points you got left to talk about?
I got a fuck ton, and then we'll get into dude's draft of the week.
All right.
Finish it. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. We can just rapid fire these. Browns bring back Deshaun Watson. You like it?
No, there's no way you should. I know the money's there. He's just. I'd rather watch J-Mo play. He's more fun.
Agreed. That's how I felt. Hurts is out. Is he going to be healthy for the playoffs?
At least he gets the rest this upcoming week. They secure the number 2 spot. Is he going to be truly healthy? I don't know, because it is. I don't want to say just a concussion, because you never know, but it is just a concussion, so we'll see.
Yep. Lions have never been the 1 seed, and also at the same time have the best record in team history.
Yeah. I mean, what the Lions have done this year is just so impressive.
Yeah.
And the fact that it comes down to this game, that a team is going to go 14-3 and have to play away first round of playoffs, insane.
Crazy.
Insane.
Maybe we fix the playoffs. Let's move on. We'll be quick with all these. Is Amon-Ra underrated?
I mean, I think it's depending who you ask. I think if
Yeah.
you ask someone like us, I don't think he's underrated. He's definitely in my top 10. Like, probably close to my top 5. I think in the media-wise, yes, because the team offensively, like as a whole, is so good because they have Monty and Gibbs and Laporta and JMO. I think he gets overlooked. But I think I think in real discussions with people who actually love football, I think he is in most people's top 10s.
I agree. I think most of these points we will agree on. There's going to be a lot of Lions in this. It was Lions heavy this week, so that's why.
Yeah.
Lions lay it all out for pride. It's what Dan Campbell does. The game didn't matter. He doesn't care. As a player, he'd want to play it. I'm sure you would say the same thing. Joe Burrow, we touched on this. Low-key MVP. I'm placing the steak in front of you. Eat it for a minute.
This is one of my points I have written down. I only have 2 other points written down. I put MVP. Joe did come out, I believe, today and said he was asked, do you think you can win MVP this year? He said no. Usually you have to win your division or be the best player on the best team, which I do believe is true. I think right now Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in football.
Disagree.
I did put a I put a $20 bet on him at plus 20,000. He is now plus 1,500.
Yep.
So I'll probably cash out. It's gonna be Allen or Lamar.
Yep.
Those are the only 2 really in contention.
Saquon's in third, but yes.
Yeah. I just can't see it not going to a quarterback, especially with what those guys are doing this year. Allen is carrying a team that people said he had no weapons. And Lamar is having one of the greatest stat seasons we've ever seen. It has to be one of those 2 guys.
Yeah. Me personally put Burrow ahead, but of Lamar, but I agree. This is just me. I've said it almost every week. Delete Thursday night football after the half season point. What we watched last week was garbage. Oh my God. I'd rather do let's do a sneaky dudes draft of the week off the cranium. Things you would rather do than watch last week's Thursday night football. Do you want the 1 seed or me?
I'll take the one. I'm gonna go. Are we going with like the most boring things that we can think of that still beat it?
Yeah, sure, that works.
Okay. Cleaning my room.
Read Harry Potter.
Watching paint dry.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
Trying to think what you can say on YouTube.
Do I go vulgar or no? I'd rather hang out with, that naked African American gentleman in that picture. Looks like that. Yeah, I'd rather hang out with that guy naked. Both of us. Not do anything. But I'd rather just have a conversation, 10-minute conversation with him.
Go to bingo night with old ladies.
Yeah. I'd rather take Wimmis 18 times. And your wrap up?
My wrap up? No, my wrap up will be swerve into oncoming traffic.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. Fuck them for making us watch it, and I feel bad for the Thursday night crew. And I don't feel bad for Amazon because it's Amazon. Unless they want to sponsor us, which they don't.
Not yet.
Not yet. Ooh, this next one, you can tell me if you want to talk about it or not. Have you heard of the women's hockey anti-tanking system?
No, I'm curious. I've
Okay.
I've actually watched. This is crazy because the hockey's not great, but I have watched like 3 games this year.
Yeah, I try to support it when I can just because I'm a fan of hockey. My girlfriend used to play hockey, and I want to support women's sport. All those girls seem like good girls who don't bitch like the WNBA. So what they did is when you are eliminated from playoffs, so let's say the worst team in the NFL will go the Patriots. The minute they're eliminated from playoffs,
Shit.
you're good. I'll wait.
Sorry. There we go.
No, you're good. So the minute they're eliminated from playoffs, they start accumulating their wins and how many wins they get after they are eliminated. The team with the most wins gets the most lottery balls. So
that's
what
sick.
this does is once you're eliminated, now you need to win to get a better chance at the first pick. So, and if you're eliminated first, technically you're the worst team. Therefore, you have more opportunity to win.
I like that.
I like it too.
In men's sports, I think the biggest culprit of tanking isn't hockey. I think hockey players just have such a mindset on them that they're like, I'm not like they don't want to lose. They want to win more than they care about the next first round pick. I think football is the same way. The guys in the locker room are playing for a job they don't want to lose. Basketball gives up because those guys get paid. They can go other places. They switch contracts all the time. I think that'd be amazing for the NBA.
Agreed. What do you think the trashiest sport is?
Like
just off the
fan-wise?
cranium. Just everything. What do you think the trashiest sport is?
I'd say I'd say football.
Really? Whoa. Okay.
What's yours? What's your answer?
Oh. Okay, I had NASCAR, but I find this funny though, because the fans are the trashiest in NASCAR. No offense, I like NASCAR. But the actual people who the drivers are rich boys.
That is true.
They're rich rednecks who are not trashy. No, that was my take. I just thought that was it was something that popped in my head, and I thought, yeah. Anyways, I thought about it.
Can I back football being the trashiest for the second?
Yeah.
I mean, NASCAR is. I think you're right. I think NASCAR is definitely trashier. In my head, I was just going off the big four. I just immediately thought of Philly fans. So I just thought like the Philly fans cussing out, like that 9-year-old cussing out the Bills fan last year was like my first thought. So yeah, but I like that.
I have a tie-in here. First time ever the Lions are undefeated in away games in franchise history. And then bouncing off that, do you believe that Jared Goff chants everywhere, like in Detroit, like at the draft, like at Wings games, like at ballpark games, at away stadium games, like for different sports, prove how bad franchises rally when they finally start to be a good team and win?
100%, bro. Everyone loves an underdog story. Like, I mean, like I feel like a lot of people cheer for the Lions that aren't even football fans just because they've been bad. And I think that's the case for a few teams. I think that's the case for both our teams. Obviously in the past few years, we've been decent. We've made the playoffs. We've gone to the Super Bowl once. But we have both just had horrific franchises for a while. And I think people really boost the team until that team becomes undeniably successful, and then it's the opposite. Kind of like how the Chiefs have been good for a while, and everyone was like, "Oh, okay, I like the Chiefs," and then now people hate the Chiefs, just as they did the Patriots at one point.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I like that take. I mean, I cheer for the Lions when it doesn't affect the Bengals.
Yeah.
So,
rapid fire. I'm gonna need you quick on this one.
uh,
Coach who should be fired.
fucking ours, the Jags, Patriots, McCarthy, shit, bro. Oh, the Raiders, the Saints, shit. Give me a sec.
Dolphins.
The Giants, the Jets. No, I think that's all I got.
I got Dolphins in that.
Dolphins, yes.
Yeah.
Bro, there's more. Give me more.
Yeah, and it's crazy because most of
Seattle,
them won't be.
like, yes.
Seattle.
And there's so many coaches out there.
Okay, so here's another one, and this is not on my list, but I'm gonna give you 3 coaches. You tell me rapid fire where you would put them. Pete Carroll, if he came back.
Pete Carroll, that one's tough. I'd probably put him in New England or Chicago.
Okay. What's his name from New England? Why am I blanking?
Oh,
Belichick.
Bill?
Yeah.
Bill, I mean, I think he'd be really good with the Bills. I don't think you guys get rid of McDermott. I can see him with the Jets.
Yep, I'd like that. There's talks about it.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
And then Vrabel.
Vrabel, I definitely think should be on the Jets. I think I don't understand. He won Coach of the Year 3 years ago now, 4 years, and he's not a head coach. It doesn't make sense to me.
I like him for you guys.
I would take him too. I think he's a player. He's hardworking. People love him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's smart defensively. Yeah, I'd take Vrabel. I think he'd be good for us. I think he'd be good for the Jets. I think those are the top 2 teams.
Yeah, I mean the Jets are caving like Bin Laden on the run. Fuck that team. Yeah, here we go. We're getting banned. Rapid fire, real quick. First, when I say this, first rookie that pops up to your head, best rookie.
Brian Thomas.
Brock Bowers.
I like that too.
Yep. Or Malik Neighbors, even though he's on an awful, awful team.
Those 3 players have done so much with so little. It's crazy.
Yep.
All cracked 1,000 yards with no quarterback.
All of them non-quarterbacks. We didn't say quarterback.
True too.
Let's get into it. We're switching up the formula here for Dude's Draft of the Week. We got a wheel. Woo. Okay, Dude's Draft of the Week. If you don't know what it is, I pick 4 teams. Aiden picked 4 teams or 4 options, whatever you want to say, and whatever 4 options you guys think are the best, comment down below.
Or if this is on Instagram, you can vote.
You can vote, yep. If you're on Reels or if you're on TikTok, I don't know how that works.
Neither do I.
Let me hide that. Okay, we're going to spin it, and then I'm going to throw up. Ooh. No, we're just going to spin it. What do you want, first or second?
I'll take second. I think I went first last time.
Okay. Let's spin it. Whoa.
Ooh.
Okay, main characters it is.
All right.
I got first.
Yes, you do.
Give me Alabama. Let me take for main characters, Batman.
That's good. That is good. I'm thinking superheroes. But my first now is gonna be Luke Skywalker.
Heat. you can go like TV shows. You can go in real life too, eh?
Yeah, I know. There's a lot here.
There's a guy with the last name starts with a T who thinks he's the main character. That would controversial. But I'm gonna go. So I went Batman. Give me SpongeBob.
I like that.
Stepping on the
I'll take
beach.
Mahomes' brother.
Fuck that guy.
Buddy thinks he's the main character.
Give me Tommy DeVito's agent.
Yes. Oh my god. That's so good, actually.
So what do I have? I have Batman, SpongeBob, and Tommy DeVito's agent.
Okay. To top off Luke Skywalker, Mahomes, I will take Harry Potter.
Okay.
Gonna have to start reading those books instead of watching Thursday Night Football.
Shout out to Morgie. I can't do it. She'll be in the honorable mentions. Fuck, I want to go TV, but give me. Oh, there's so many. Give me John Wick.
Ooh, that is good. All right, for my last pick, I will take Walter White.
I had him. He was right there. That was. Yeah. I had him. All right, honorable mentions. I got the one I was shouting out Morgie for was Meredith from Grey's Anatomy.
Bitch just
We
doesn't
watched
die.
that show together. Fuck. You got any others? I got a list, so I can go back and forth with you.
I mean, I was thinking like Iron Man.
Doctor Who. I never watched it, but
Yeah, I was thinking like Rick from Rick and Morty.
yeah, you can go Homer or Peter too.
Yeah, those are both good.
Um,
I'm trying to think of some other real life ones.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is a good main character.
That was the controversial one I didn't say.
That one for sure.
Gary Bettman, that tool, he thinks he's a main character. That's another guy. I wish
Who's the Jets owner, bro? No. Actually, give me Brick, the son. He's the main character, bro.
Yeah, he's got a brick for brains. That's why they named him that.
Oh, that's funny.
Fuck. There's so many good ones. Like you can sound off 100, and we both picked two dumb football ones. Another dumb football one you could have picked was Big Dom. That guy's main character.
Dan Campbell's main character.
In a good way.
In a good way.
In a good way. Who else is a main character? Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Yes,
the chocolate guy.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Rogan. Elon Musk reminds me of Vector from the Minions. The orange suit guy.
Oh yeah.
He's goofy.
Steal the pyramid.
Who else? Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I mean there's a lot. Bugs Bunny. There's a lot of cartoon ones.
Oh my god.
You just keep going.
Yeah, that one was a broad one.
Yeah. That was good though.
And it was off the cranium quick too with the wheel. If anyone has any suggestions, by the way, for this, write them down in the comments. I'll add them to the wheel for next week. Doesn't matter how dumb they are. Other than that, I got nothing left in the tank. Do you have anything else that you wanted to go over?
No, not really. I'm trying to think. Let me check the other page. Oh, okay. I do have one more thing. We did touch upon it at the very beginning. We talked about the playoffs. I just want to ask quickly, who do you think are actual Super Bowl contenders this year?
Chiefs. I'll start on one side. Chiefs, Bills, Ravens. That's it.
I agree.
maybe Bengals if they get in because they have they could beat the Bills, they can
Yeah.
beat the Chiefs, and they can beat the Ravens.
But can they beat all three? That's the question. Can
That's
they
the
win
question.
three?
Yep.
But no, I do agree with you. I think it's KC, Buffalo, and the Ravens. Those are real Super Bowl contenders.
Yep. And then on the other side, I have the Lions, Eagles, Minnesota, Green Bay. That's it.
Yeah, I like that. I was gonna say Detroit, Minnesota, and the Eagles. Green Bay too. I don't know if they can win three.
I don't think so either, but I would not be surprised if they did.
Yeah. All right. I think we're good.
Is that all you got? Wait, we got one more minute we have to fill.
Hell yeah.
Let me crank up the cranium here and find us a okay. Who are you? What head coach are you firing? Who's in the playoffs?
Head coach I'm firing in the playoffs. Whew. I have two
Mm-hmm.
that it's between. I think my number one's probably Sirianni for the
Okay.
Eagles. I think he causes the most controversy. But they win. It's hard to fire a coach that wins. And the second is probably you guys.
Okay. If we lose, I'm guessing.
If you guys lose divisional, I think if you guys make it to the AFC Championship, you can't fire someone. It's so hard to get there. You can't fire him. If you guys
Yeah.
lose divisional, then I think there should be talks.
Us if we don't win, and Houston, and that's not fair. I don't think any of them really should be fired, but those are my two. And then one more thing. Who in the playoff picture is not making it next year? Who do you have missing the playoff? Who is in the playoff picture right before week 18?
I mean, I think we both can. Oh no, I don't know. I was gonna say Houston. We both dislike Houston, but we both did say that division is the easiest to win, and I can see them winning the division again.
Yep.
The Rams. I don't think the Rams make it back there. Stafford's old. They should lose Cup. The team should be worse next year. Possibly not. Maybe they get better. Maybe they hit in the draft again. But those would be my two, I believe.
Okay. I have the Steelers.
I hope so.
The Bengals have to be better next year. I mean, they were supposed to be better last year. They have to be better next year.
Yeah.
And that should bump the Steelers. And the Browns obviously have to do better as well. Houston's division, I think, is too weak. I could see the Broncos missing or the Chargers missing as well, just because it's tough to have three of the same division.
Yeah.
When you have Buffalo and Miami's got to be better next year. Somehow the Jets have to be better. I don't think they will be. And then the Bengals have to be better as well.
Yeah, I can see the Chargers missing out. Denver getting better, Chargers getting worse. It is going to come down to these last weeks like it has this year, I think.
And I have two more that I'm going to eat shit on, most likely, and I'll admit are very controversial. I'll go with the least controversial one first. I could see the Packers missing.
Yeah. It's going to be all depending on schedule.
Yeah, and they might have an easy one, and
they don't.
That's why
they play our division.
Okay, they don't. I could see them missing, and the other one, who could be the 1 seed, and has gone from wow they're good to wow they're bad. The Minnesota Vikings.
That would. I mean, Sam Darnold could have, like you said, get the franchise tag and not sign him. He could have a fall off year. They could start JJ. There's a lot of ifs with Minnesota.
Yeah, and I just like everyone's been saying forever, Aaron Jones another year, Aaron Jones another year. He's gonna fall off. He's been great.
Yep.
I love Aaron Jones. He's gonna fall off. And if Sam Darnold play like every year changes. Like I remember years where Baker was not having the best season. Everyone was out on Baker, and then there's years where every quarterback has great seasons. You're like, what? Like Geno the one year. Geno's the guy. Geno's the guy. Pay Geno. They pay Geno. He's average. I could see them having a fall off year. I could also see them winning the division this year and next year. Like it's a toss up with them, right? Like they're not. I don't think you can call them as sound as the Lions in that division.
No, I do agree. I think the Lions make it back. I mean, to have 3 teams from one division, like you said, is so hard. I can see Minnesota or Green Bay missing. I can't see both.
No, I don't think both. I think it's one or the other.
Yeah.
And like so far, the Chiefs, Bills, and Lions are the only 3 undefeated in their division. First off, that does not happen.
Yeah.
And probably 2 of those teams are going to lose next week to a division opponent. But I don't see, like, the Bears have to be better as well next year, too. So that's another knock on both those teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
This has been the Huddle.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
A little bit more of a hater episode. For sure.
It was fun, though.
Oh, yeah.
It is always fun screaming about bad teams.
And maybe next time we won't record at we started the recording at like 12 a.m.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week and we'll have hot off the press some big news for playoffs. And maybe a couple special guests next week.
Hey, Ryan's been asking to come on.
I say we get Ryan and we get Jer, and
It's so funny.
Ooh boy, is it gonna be fun? We might try and get as many of our buddies or friends or whoever who want to talk about their team and either what they should do next year or how they think their playoff teams are gonna go. Anyways, huddle the fuck up. Cheers.